Tim Mitchell is along now with all in local sport, but also joining him, a special guest on the show, Cats coach Mark Bomber Thompson.
Thanks, Megan. We are down here at Skilled Stadium where the Cats will be taking on Richmond this weekend. Ben Cousins-less Richmond as well, but the Tigers under plenty of pressure to get a result after they went down heavily to Carlton last weekend. So a big game is promised here at Skilled Stadium on the weekend. Hopefully the Cats can just correct those kicking woes and we'll do a number on the Tigers. Local footy is also kicking off this weekend. And a new innovation which has been put together by Football Geelong and the Geelong Advertiser is that text messages can actually be sent out to get the scores in either the GFL or BFL. All you have to do is text GFL or BFL, whichever league you would like, to 1970 1234. So very interesting there. You can be at any ground around the Ballerine or around Geelong and get the scores. So really looking forward to the local football kicking off this weekend. St Mary's going in as favourites in the GFL and Geelong Amateurs, white hot favourites to win the BFL for the second year running. The fact that it's footy season means that cricket season has finished up for 2008-09, with Geelong West taking out the GCA Division 1 title just over on Cardinia Park's main ground. There was a bit of concern on Saturday though, after the ground was actually found to be wet and the pitch area had to be given time to dry out, with the Grovedale players anxiously wanting to get onto the field. It was a good thing though that the wet area only went to the popping creases, so the actual main pitch wasn't the area of concern, and they did get on, Geelong West winning by 53 runs there, breaking an 18-year drought to win the GCA Division 1 title. So well done to the Rams. In Division 2 there was a massive boil over, one of the biggest upsets in GCA Grand Final history, with North Shore taking out Thompson on the Cardinia Park West ground. A huge story there for North Shore, who hadn't played finals cricket for 5 years. Thompson, the raging hot favourites, and raging hot chance to go up to Division 1 as well. So a huge result there for North Shore to take them down. They made 313, headed by Andrew Spengler, who made 82. And then Thompson got close, but just not close enough. Steve Dalhouse was the key man for them there at the end. As soon as he fell, North Shore had the title in their hands. In GCA Division 3, the final GCA division for the year, Teesdale also did a number on Guild St Mary's out at Mottawarri. So well done to Teesdale and well done to all the sides in the GCA. In the BPCA, Bowen Heads defeated Colandina, only making 197 on the opening day of play. But then the man everyone had come to see, James Bartel, looked like he could have been the one to steal it for Colandina on the second day. He was batting extremely well before holing out off spinner Sam Scheller. Colandina bowled all out for 143, chasing Bowen Heads 197. So well done to Bowen Heads here. They're premiers for the second time in 2 years down on the Ballerine. The Geelong Cougars went down for the third successive time in the start of their netball season, 64-51. And it's the only game they'll actually play at the arena. So very disappointing for the Cougars there. They went down to the Western Lightning. So hopefully they can pick up their form over the next few weeks, because there's some very talented girls running around in that Cougars lineup and we'd love to see them get some results. Unfortunately, the only game they'll play down in Geelong, because it did draw a good crowd out there at the arena. Local soccer also began last weekend, as football is this weekend, with Bell Park going down 4-1 to Avondale. Very disappointing for Bell Park as it kicks off their 50th year as a club. Geelong Rangers had a better result though for the Geelong sides, winning 2-1 against Altona. Geelong went down 5-0 to Yarraville. Very, very disappointing result for Geelong. They're a club in turmoil at the moment. Scott Miller being sacked as coach only a few weeks ago. So hopefully Geelong can get it together in the next few weeks. Surf Coast, a much better result in the Provincial League 3, winning 3-1 over Keilor. Jack Taylor coming on as a substitute to seal that win late in the day. And he's definitely one to watch for, because the A-League scouts should have their watching caps on him, because he's in great form, and only a 17-year-old kid as well that keeps scoring for Surf Coast. So one to watch for in the future, Jack Taylor. One to watch for at the moment though, he's only young as well, Lee Howard, 19 years old. He's a world champion in the Omnium after taking out that event. So well done to Lee. Good luck to all the Ballerine and Geelong football sides this weekend as they kick off their competition. Whilst we were down at Skilled Stadium, we were fortunate enough to speak to Bomber Thompson, and we asked him about whether the new building of the new stand would play an impact on the Cats' goal kicking, an area they have tried to address throughout the week.
Well, it's caused havoc all summer for us, and it's probably something that sides aren't going to be ready for, because it is a massive hole and the wind seems to come from that direction. And we've had some really scrappy training sessions here over summer, so I think they're expecting a bit of cloud, rain and wind on the weekend, so it'll be interesting to see how the actual standard of the match goes.
With Ben Cousins out for the Tigers, we asked Bomber whether he thought it was a positive for the Cats that the hype surrounding Cousins coming to Geelong would not play a part this weekend.
A little way, I suppose, but all the hype was going to be again in round one. It was a massive crowd build-up and huge expectations on the Richmond Footy Club. So I think the whole Richmond Football Club can afford to just hit round 2 and put their best foot forward, and we just have to be ready for them, as I said.
After kicking 5 goals in the VFL over the weekend, we asked Mark Thompson if it was becoming difficult to keep the lid on Tom Hawkins as he gets closer to getting a spot in that Cats 22.
Yeah, well, he had a reasonable game, but he should have 2 in the reserves. There's no guarantees in the seniors at all this week.
One of the other leading lights in the VFL game over the weekend, kicking 3 goals. We also asked Bomber Thompson whether Shannon Burns was close to getting a game in that Geelong best 22.
I think Shannon Burns was awfully unlucky not to get a game in round 1, and he's done everything he possibly could to press for a game, but unfortunately, we had to cut the squad down from 26 to 22. So he was awfully unlucky, and he did everything right last week as well.
From Skilled Stadium, this has been Tim Mitchell. Back to you, Megan.
Thanks, Tim, for that wrap up. That's all we have on the show this week. I hope you've enjoyed the program. We look forward to seeing you next week at the same time on Channel 31.